Hi friends, it's Kristen, mostly my hands. We are going to be continuing on my eyeshadow declutter. In the last video I was saying I think we got one more video to go, but as I was gathering my palettes I realized that no, there's no way I can do this in one more video. I know I can make like a really long, like hour-long video, but I can't talk for that long. I am not a big talker, and there's just no way. So hopefully after this one there'll be one more. So hopefully you can stick with it with me. I'd really appreciate it. If you can't, I get it. So let's get started. First up we have from Menagerie, we have the Feral palette. This is my only Menagerie palette. It's really pretty and I will be keeping. Whoops. Next up we have from Mira Beauty Co. This is the Melancholia palette. I'm not sure how I found this brand. They are an indie brand, but I really enjoyed playing with this. I only used it once or twice, but I do remember enjoying it, so I will keep that. It's the only palette from that brand that I also have. Next up from St. Angel Singers, we have Be the Gift. This was from last year, like a holiday palette. Really pretty. I will keep it. I think that's the only St. Angel Sinners one I have too. Next up we have from Spellbound Beauty, the Witchcraft palette. Gorgeous. Oh, look at that. So pretty. I was like, I'm not gonna swatch, but so yeah, that was a really pretty palette. I think maybe I found them on like Etsy. I'm definitely have to look at them again. I kind of forgot. Next up we have two from Lethal Cosmetics. We have the Lethal Is Dead with collaboration with Teresa Is Dead. Really enjoyed that. Then next up, Teresa Is Lethal, the other part of that collaboration. Which one was first? I think Teresa Is Lethal was the first one. So keeping both of those. So not doing a whole lot on my declutter part. Next up we have the Genesis palette from Midas Cosmetics, which is no longer. I think I'm gonna declutter this one. I wasn't like super duper impressed. It wasn't bad. It's a lot of neutrals with like a pop of blue, which really isn't my favorite. I feel like I have this, so, and I haven't picked it up in a while. So I will go ahead and declutter it. And next up we have from Likely Makeup, the Ugly palette. This is really a pretty story. I think I only used it once. I think I'm going to put this in my, like, let's use it and see how we think about it pile. That will go there. Next up, this is from Nasta Beauty. I haven't heard anything from them in a long time. I just happened to see this on like a upcoming makeup release. So it's a really cute concept. I think I'm going to put this in the let's use it again and see how we feel. But you know what? I think I'm just going to keep it because it's just so cute. So I'm just going to keep it because I'm going to keep it because it's cute. And I keep things because they're cute. Meet Me at Midnight by Lois Cosmetics. Very pretty, dark, grungy looking. Gonna keep that. Alright, and then we have the other Lois Cosmetics palette. This is Meet Me in the Underworld. Really love those tones, like that very fall feeling. And it's so cute too. You know how I am about cute things. It's the reason I keep some of my dogs. Next up from Unearth we have the Not Normal palette. These pans are so big. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Alright, next up we have the Bad Witch Club from Give Me Glow. Lovely, lovely color story. Witchy vibes, I love it. Next up from Artist Couture, we have the Club Daddy palette. This was okay, but I feel like I have like these colors in different palettes that I really enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Next up we have the So Fly palette from ColourPop. I enjoyed using this one. We'll keep that. Next up from Wicked Sisters, we have the Season of the Witch. I'm going to put this in the, like, let's try it and see how I feel in 6 months. Next up from Mortis Dam. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. This is a Bite with Pride palette. So a very, like, basic rainbow palette. It was pretty decent, but I have these colors in probably formulas that I like more, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Alright, next up we have the Surge palette from Blend Bunny. Gorgeous, keeping that. And I don't have anything in like particular order because my collection's kind of a mess. Then we have the just Blends palette from Blends Bunny, definitely keeping that one. We have the Cottage Witch palette from Hell Bites Beauty. I'm going to keep this. I did a video with it. I really liked it kind of at the time, but I don't know. It's a little... There's not enough shimmers for me. But it's gorgeous packaging. I'm a sucker. You know, I'm a sucker. So I'm going to keep it. And then next up we have, these I think are all my Nomad palettes. They were kind of all together. We have the Royal Europe palette, definitely keeping that one. We have the Venice Simplon Express. Yeah, it's pretty. I think I'm going to keep it for now. Not my like favorite color story, but I don't hate it. Next up we have the Whistler Snow Lodge palette. I think this and the National Parks one were the first two that I bought from Nomad. Really pretty. Love the blues and greens. So definitely keeping that one. Next up we have the National Parks. I love like the yellows and the greens. Very pretty. Really enjoy that. And then we have the, oh, I can't say it, Porantia Paradiso palette. Really, really pretty. There's some like pastel-y shades in there, but really cool like shimmers. I wish there was a little more dark mattes in there to deepen up the look, but I'm going to keep this. And then we have the Haunted Europe palette. I love the cover of that. And yeah, I love that color story, so definitely keeping that one. Then next up we have, oh, the Borges Nobuso de Mont palette. Look at this. Look at the little sloth. I actually got to hold a sloth. It was in Florida. That was just a beautiful color story. I don't know what happened to the shade when I got the palette. I spit. That's awesome. It was perfectly fine, and then when I opened it to use it, like, that shade was broken. So I pressed it the best I could, but who knows what happened. Probably a dog. But yes, I'm keeping that. It's gorgeous and just so much fun. Nomad they just revealed the palette. They haven't actually released it yet that I'm filming. It looks so pretty. It's like New Zealand stargazing. This is from Ladybug Glow. I love this color. I just don't love the color story. So I'm going to declutter this one. And the BU teaful to Rashbi Cosmetics. This is all shimmers. It's gorgeous. I don't use enough because when I think of shimmers, I go to my singles, but I'm going to keep it. Next up, we have the Poison Ivy from Milan Row Makeup. They are no longer in business. It's fine, but I'm not in love with it, so I'm going to declutter that one. Then next up from Kaleidos, we have the Astro Pink palette. I actually forgot that I had this palette. Isn't that horrible? So, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna put it in my, let's try it again. Because pinks aren't really my color story, but there really isn't, it isn't a totally pink palette. So I'm gonna try it, see how I feel in a few months. And then we have the Kaleidos Flower Punk palette. Very pretty. It's got this grungy side, and then it's got this cool green pink side. Look at that shift. So pretty. Keeping that one. Next up from Sigma, we have the Rosy palette. I don't think I use this. I think I'm going to, yeah, I didn't use it. So I'm going to put this in a giveaway. So I'm going to declutter. Next up, we have another Kaleidos palette. This is the Club Nebula palette. This is one of the few palettes in my collection that I didn't buy myself. My dad got it for me for my birthday, which I sent him the direct link. And I was like, I want this palette. It's sold out right now, but go back on this date, and they're restocking. So you can no longer get this palette. Really pretty. I think I keep getting my arm in the way. I'm sorry, guys. Really pretty color story. I want Kaleidos to go back to these cool color stories. And yeah, definitely keeping that. Now what do we got? We got this little Profusion one. It was fine, but I don't love it, so this will be decluttered. And then I don't think I grabbed as many as I thought I did. The Queen Bee from Colored Rain. Very pretty palette. Love those tones. Definitely keeping. From Sydney Grace. Oh, these are just singles. I totally forgot that I even have these. I don't think I played with them. I will put these in with my singles and play with them. Next up, we have Sunkissed from Violet Voss. Just a neutral color story. I'm not in love with it. It will be decluttered. And then we have the Spanglish. I really enjoy this. I got this quite a while ago, though. But yeah, it was pretty, but I think I have these colors and palettes that I like a little bit better. So I'm going to declutter that one. And then we have the Xmas Wishes palette. This is from Rashbi Cosmetics. They did it in collaboration with Just Anne. I really like most of these. I don't know if I'll use Jolly, but I think I will keep it. I think I only used it once. My dogs are barking for some reason. I don't know who would be outside. It's like negative 10 degrees, but okay. Ace Beauté, Tropical Vibes palette. Just stuck my finger in that shade, but it's not going anywhere. I really enjoy this palette. I love the color story. Very beautiful. Keeping that. Next up, we have the All of You Forever from Violet Voss. This is a decent palette. I think I'm going to keep it. I think I'll put in the let's use it some more pile. And next up, we have from Ladybug Glow, we have the Murky Waters palette. This is really pretty. I really like the color story. I really enjoy the shimmers and duochromes. I'm going to keep that one. And then we have the Serenity palette from Cosmic Brushes. I think they're just going with Cosmic now. They're changing. Really love the color story. Love the shimmers. I want more palettes from them, but they're cheap, but the shipping is kind of expensive because it comes from the UK. the Winter Wonderland palette that they came out with not too long ago. That looks absolutely beautiful. Next up from Uma Beauty, we have Salute to the Sun. Let's see if I can even get it open. So, kind of a neutral, but I really like it. I wish it had a few more mattes to play with. Like, yeah. And this shade, like, is trying to jump and run away. I got this on clearance at Ross, actually. It was there for weeks, and I was like, I kind of want it. And every time I go back, it'd be there. And then finally, it was on clearance for, I don't remember, like $5, $6 or something. So I was like, ugh, it's a sign. I'll look for any sign. Next up, we have Sugar and Grunge from Blend Bunny. I really like this. I like that there's a little bit of like pastel, but then you can deepen it up. I don't like too much light or too much dark. It's got to be a good balance. I'm just not really a pastel girly straight up, so I like to be able to deepen it. This is really pretty. I really enjoy Blend Bunny. Okay, like that's all I grabbed. I thought I grabbed more, but I did not. So, but hopefully we will get done the next go around. So I'm gonna do a little math here. I am decluttering 9. And keeping 10, 23, 25, 30, 32, 36. So I decluttered 20%. So not a whole lot, but it's something, right? All right, guys. So hopefully, I think there'll be just one more video after this. Yeah. So if you enjoy these declutter videos or unboxings, makeup reviews, sometimes we do some like book stuff or other random unboxings. If that's kind of stuff you're interested in, please subscribe, like this video, comment down below, send your friends over. We have fun here, and I really appreciate you guys spending some time with me. You could be anywhere, doing anything, but you're here, listening to me ramble, and looking at my gnarly fingernails. I'm working on them still. We're getting there. We're making progress. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will talk to you later.